We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Sky Sox and the Texas Rangers. It's Rangers baseball next. Kyle Gibson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for Colorado Springs, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Roll. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
2-1 now to Mookie. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. Career against Kyle Gibson. He's a .333 hitter. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Stepping in, Anthony Rendon, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that is off the wall.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Puig at third. Rendon stands at second. No outs. Slow roller down the third baseline. Outside, 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Mike Yastrzemski is on deck. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Full count still. And this one misses for ball 4, and now that'll load him up here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering, and he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a liner, and that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Josh Bell the next to hit, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
Three runs already home here. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. 3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
First and second here with nobody out. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
The second baseman.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Thought about coming home, but he'll go to first instead. And it's not in time. He's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. That evens it up 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first. They've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Ariel Jurado comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He swings and grounds it to short. There is Andrus. One there, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Coming to the plate again, Mookie Betts, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0. The count now at 2-1.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Colorado Springs is on top here, 5-0. Jordan Montgomery, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Stepping up to the plate, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Fastball well outside. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They have certainly had it going lately, winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here it comes now to Andrus. And that's in there for a strike.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Sent toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Roll. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box now, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Kyle Tucker would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground to third. Rendon has it. Let's also go to La Stella at second, and the force out means the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Sky Sox lead it 5-0. Striding in, Yasiel Puig. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
A 1-1 count to Puig. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Now the 1-0. Oh, and he misses it. There's one.
The catcher, number 28, Yasmani Grandal.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. In his career, Grandal hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, you could throw out batting average when you're working with an OPS north of 800. This guy does damage and would be in my lineup every day of the week.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Big swing by Grandal and a ball carrying well to right. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 33 on the year, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski.
Designated hitter, Mike.
Now a ball
Yes,
sliced
sir.
out of play down the left field line. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Count still at 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball. I got the count. 2-2.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
He loses him on ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
No balls and 1 strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Stepping in, Tommy La Stella.
Tommy La Stella.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
Now. La Stella is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Colorado Springs is out in front here, 7-0. Now in the box, Kyle Tucker, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1, here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
At the plate, Hunter Cole. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Kiermaier giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
That is set. The third baseman, Jose Apostle.
Settling in now, Sherten Apostle. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Montgomery, the former Yankee, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Hit on the ground to short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rangers set down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. New inning set to get underway. Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Well, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Cole moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And the pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. Tejeda is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch of the at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First pitch on its way. Anderson Tejeda stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Let's go.
From the stretch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he's forced to protect with 2 strikes as he had to reach for that one to foul it away. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with the base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set. Here it comes. Choo, originally from South Korea. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. None out, runners at first and second.
All right, let's bring it in.
And he struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Liner in there for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. A base hit in his first trip. Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a breaking pitch blocked by Grandal. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Now back.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
At the plate now, Robinson Chirinos. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 1 run is scored, and he is in there.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
To the plate now, Kyle Tucker, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Puig's got a read on it. 2 gone. The throw is wild, and it gets away. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
Now back. Right fielder. Hunter. Cole.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Cole. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue in this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Two pitches fouled away. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 3 innings complete. The Sky Sox on top 7-3. Ready once again, Yasiel Puig. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
0-1.
A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Fouled away. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Here's the first pitch to him. Anthony Rendon is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Now here it comes.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
3-0 to him now. 1 out, nobody on. Three and one.
Yep, 3-1.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. The catcher, Grandal.
Ready to take his hacks again, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center, his 2nd of the game, as they open it up to 8-3.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So now to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. It was a walk in his last trip.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the inning hot and brings in Josh Bell.
The first baseman.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Stepping in now, Josh Bell, and he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Here's Tommy La Stella now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. One and one. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Colorado Springs is on top 8-3. At the plate, Sherton Apostle comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Third baseman, Sherton Apostle.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Frazier.
Standing in, Todd Frazier. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Got him.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Anderson Tejeda. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch on its way. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Colby Allard, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here.
Colby Allard.
Digging in now, Bo Bichette. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Standing in now, Kevin Kiermaier. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus. To second for one. Back to first, and he throws it away.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
Ready for another shot now. Mookie Betts. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there. Runner at second here with one man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. To third. He's right there. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yasiel Puig.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Lifted in the air out to center field. On the move is Kiermaier. He's there and records the first out.
The left fielder, number 00.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the former catcher turned utility man Blake Swihart. First pitch on its way.
There we go. Nope, outside.
Bases are empty, one man out. 2-0 the count to the Rangers left fielder. Outside, 3-0 now. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. Here it comes now to Andrus.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0 home.
Hey! Ball match outside.
Runners on first with one down. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Grounded to third. This could be two. Fielded by Rendon. To second for one. Relay to Bell. The double play. And that's how the inning ends. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. So striding forward now, Anthony Rendon. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Anthony Rendon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 0-1 count and the pitch. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1.
1-1.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And he's out on the tag. But a run is in to score away from the play.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
At the plate now, Josh Bell. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Cole is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Tommy Rostello.
Standing in, Tommy LaStella. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away.
Ball
2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0 on the way.
Count 3-0.
Bo Bichette would be next. Here it is. The 3-0 is at the knees and inside, but called a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Sky Sox lead this one 9-3. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Robinson Chirinos. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Lined hard to center field. Kiermaier is right there. 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Rendon is there. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
In now, Hunter Cole. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Bichette's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Still way back. It's 9-3. Luke Farrell comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
60, Luke Farrell.
Seventh inning ready to roll. So digging in now, Bo Bichette. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Bo Bichette.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. That's wide, 2-0. Here it comes. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. And he misses with it. 1-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Here's Mookie Betts. He was a ground out victim last time up. Has a look, now the pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Throw over to first. Runner back standing. Count remains 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Here comes the payoff pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Andrus relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Colorado Springs leads it 9-3. Into the box now, Sherton Apostle. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball back upstairs.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And oh, strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoked on the ground left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I've played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The batter, the left fielder, Swihart.
So stepping in, Blake Swihart. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And he fouls this one off. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Rangers leave a pair. Still way back. It's 9-3. In now is Yasiel Puig. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit ball to second. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. The leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 1-0 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
From the belt, the pitch.
Oh, that's good.
Yasmani Grandal will be next. Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Popped him up. Frazier is there. 1 away. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. And here's the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled away. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
From the belt, the pitch.
3-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
3-2 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Yastrzemski singled home a run in his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. Runners are at first and second with one away. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here's another 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Andrus has it. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Sky Sox are out on top 9-3. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Lorenzen.
Bottom of the inning now. So next to the plate for Texas, Elvis Andrus. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
In now, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
2-2.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Kyle Tucker. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And this will be fouled away. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Still way back. It's 9-3. Brett Martin enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Josh Bell will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Now here's the pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Tommy Lustella.
Into the box, Tommy Lustella. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 home.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0. Bo Bichette waits on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
First and second here with nobody out. A swing and a ground ball to third. To second for one.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. And they're runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Pops this one up. In comes the left fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
To the plate now, Mookie Betts. This is line to left. Schweihart is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Striding into the box, Yasiel Puig has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. What a play, and that ends the inning. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Up next for the Rangers, Hunter Cole starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. That's inside.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And that misses 2-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Digging in, Sherton Apostle. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. And there's ball 1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball. 2-2 count.
Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left. But he just missed his extra bases. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
At the plate, Todd Frazier. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. The pitch.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Now back, second baseman, Anderson Tejeda.
Stepping in now, Anderson Tejeda. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Sky Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Sky Sox came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Jordan Montgomery earns win number 7 on the season. Kyle Gibson couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 10 runs, 17 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Rangers, 3 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Globe Life Park, 48,114. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.